Hi, this week our topic is, can we lose weight with regular breath work? It's a common medical knowledge that regular breath work, especially breathing exercises that can increase oxygen in cellular respiration, can in fact help with weight loss, as a person can get most of their energy they need from their breath. Breath is our main fuel. Also, exercises such as diaphragmatic breathing aid in weight loss by boosting the metabolism. As you know, all living things require energy to continue their vital functions. And for the body to produce energy, it first needs oxygen. If there is an oxygen deficit in your cells, and you will if you have a dysfunctional breathing habit, no matter how much you eat, your body may not be able to produce the energy it needs. This is why many people overeat and gain weight, because they have a physical energy deficit. Weight problems are not always psychological problems, they are sometimes physiological problems. Our body produces and stores energy in a chemical form, mostly as a molecule called ATP, adenosine 3-phosphate. When ATP is used, heat energy is produced, pure energy. This reaction converts to ATP to ADP, adenosine diphosphate, and the released energy is used to power all the chemical reactions in the body. You can think of ATP as your body's main fuel, its main source of energy. And the body needs oxygen to produce ATP. When there isn't enough oxygen in our cells, ATP can't be produced, no energy. That's why many people with incorrect breathing habits have shortness of breath and feel very tired. If you have had COVID-19, you may remember how tired you felt because you couldn't fully use your lung capacity. When cellular respiration does not take place properly, we feel tired, we feel out of energy. This is the main reason with people with dysfunctional breathing habits, why people with dysfunctional breathing habits gain weight easily. Because they try to compensate the lack of ATP energy that's caused because of the lack of oxygen with food. I'm not even going into the metabolic rate. Today we're talking about cellular respiration. So how does the body produce energy using oxygen? Oxygen is carried to our lungs through respiration and then it enters blood. Oxygen is carried to all parts of the body with red blood cells and it is released into the tissues, into the cells. Then oxygen enters each cell where it finds the tiny power plants called mitochondria. Inside the cell's mitochondria, oxygen becomes a link in the electron transport chain. The electron transport chain. The electron transport chain is comprised of a group of chemicals that act as an assembly line. On this assembly line, oxygen helps transfer the electrical charge in the direction of the current. The movement of the charge then generates power, pure energy, which adds a phosphate molecule to ADP, converting it back to ATP, pure energy. In other words, oxygen is used on the assembly line to refuel the body and recharge the body's energy. In fact, more than 90% of the oxygen in the body is used for this purpose, to bring out more energy. We take our energy, our fuel, by our breath. So what happens if cells do not receive enough oxygen? What happens in the body of an individual with a dysfunctional breathing habit? Dysfunctional breathing habits result in hypocapnia, respiratory alkalosis. This means carbon dioxide deficit in respiration or disruption of the chemical axis of respiration. So when this happens, when the respiratory chemical axis doesn't stay balanced, even if there is enough oxygen in the red blood cells, since the pH of the body extracellular fluids has become excessively alkaline, the body remains saturated with oxygen, the blood remains saturated with oxygen, meaning it doesn't release oxygen into the cells. And this results as an oxygen deficit in the cells. Lack of oxygen equals to lack of ATP energy. So a person with dysfunctional breathing habits tries to obtain the energy they can't get through breathing by eating more because of physiological energy deficit. Individuals who overeat actually have a physiological problem, not a psychological problem. There is an oxygen deficit in the cellular respiration and therefore ATP or fuel deficit, energy deficit in the body. If someone doesn't breathe well, they eat excessively and gain weight just because of that. So, can this be fixed with regular breathing exercises? Absolutely. You can eliminate your dysfunctional breathing habits within a few months by using breath up regularly. This may also eliminate your need to overeat, since now your body is producing enough ATP because you have more oxygen in the cells. So your aim should be having more oxygen in your cells so that you feel fulfilled physically and you have overcome your overeating habit. What's better than losing weight easily simply just because you don't want to overeat? How can a woman approaching her 50s like myself eat whatever she wants without special diets or having to count calories and still be fit, size of 6? Well, here's the answer. Since I have a healthy breathing habit, my body gets most of its energy from breath. So I don't have an overbreathing habit because I don't need the energy from the food. And in the end, because I don't eat much, because I easily get full, my body maintains its weight. And I've seen thousands of people, literally thousands of people who finished my courses who have done this with regular breath work. They have done it with regular breath work just because they felt fulfilled in their physical body. They stopped overeating and they lost weight very easily. I hope these videos are enlightening and full of knowledge for you. I hope you have learned something from this video. And if you like my videos, please click on like and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, to our YouTube channels. See you in the next video.